What's up, YouTube? We're doing some AK sniping today. It's a new one. We're gonna go over a little bit of how to control the AK and pretty much any gun in Battlefield for that matter. And we're gonna talk about the fact that I haven't been doing any game tutorials lately, and I'll probably pretty much cover the whole video. This is on 137. I am defending, running Magnum ammo, AK, everything else. It's iron sights, the assault class, which I really enjoy in this game. I really didn't care for the assault class, and I don't care for the assault class in regular Battlefield. I have been enjoying this lately. When I did run the assault class in Battlefield, it was only to use the G3 or the M14 and run around with C4 and with unlimited ammo for that matter. But playing with a few of my friends, also specifically Sup With That from Sup With That Gaming, youtube.com/Sup With That Gaming is in here. He decided to join the other team to try and get my tags and didn't. So go check out his channel because he gets whooped in this one. But no, I enjoy playing with Sup That. He's actually a really great player, and he does put out some quality videos. You guys should go check him out. So, AK sniping. And really, when I say sniping, it's out-sniping the snipers with an AK. And probably because they suck is one. But the AK and any gun in this game you can really be I want to say successful with any of these guns in this game, especially this AK, if you control your trigger normally. And you know, this isn't addressed to all the veterans of this who've been doing this a long time. This is really for the guys that are newer and don't understand these concepts. I've heard a lot of people in the past say, "Oh, people can't fire a handgun that fast," and you know what? It's true. To some aspects, I don't think they're using auto triggers. They're just halfway releasing the trigger. So what the concept is basically is you don't release your trigger completely. You just get it off enough. You're releasing it about halfway and pulling it back down. So you're doing half of the finger stroke that a normal person is, and so you look like you're firing faster. In actuality, you are firing faster than the average guy. So it's kind of a similar concept with the AK and with using the weapon at a long distance, and really any of these rules can kind of be applied generally to any gun you're using for that matter in Battlefield. But what it is you need to pulse the trigger. So you click, 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 click. You don't hold it down, because when you hold it down, the recoil sends your controller all wonky and it goes crazy, and you can't hold it on target. But if you pulse that trigger, you can hold it on target that entire time. And these guys snuck around pretty good. They just kept healing each other. That guy, for example, you go full auto. When you come up somebody behind that and you just want to spray him down, if you're not going to knife him, go full auto there. Or if you come up on a group of guys, you need to go full auto and just strafe across their front. But when you're shooting people at a distance, and you'll see a lot of that later in this game, I have no idea how I didn't kill my teammate there. When you'll see later in this video that I'm killing people that are sniping on top of the hill with the AK, and it's not because I'm using some aimbot or hack or anything like that. And you know, this is a really good way to get hate mail, by the way, for those of you who would like to get some hate mail. If you get good at this, people will hate on you. I guarantee it. They will send you messages telling you that you're a hack, that you're blah 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 blah. And it's the kids from Call of Duty that have no concept that Battlefield's on a dedicated server and you can't hack it. But well, I guess you could, but it's going to take more effort than. Anyways, Call of Duty and their peer-to-peer networks are a whole different story. But they will accuse you of that because you're taking them out when they're sitting up there with a sniper rifle. For all intents and purposes, it's a much more accurate gun, but you're using this the way it should be used, and that's pulsing the trigger. So snipe with the AK. You do, first of all, it's trigger control. Pulse the trigger, especially at long distances. And it's also thumb control. You want to keep on target and you want to aim for their head. I know, again, sounds basic, but some people don't do that. It's really important that you keep on target. Now, PC players have it much easier in this department. That's why you'll see a lot of PC videos. Those guys can pull off shots that are extremely difficult for a console player to do, because the mouse is a much more finite control tool. You can get you got much better resolution than you do with a stick. And, you know, I'm not saying that PC gaming is better than console gaming or vice versa. I'm not going to get into that argument right now. I play console. I have played PC in the past. I'm not averse to playing PC in the future. I would probably plug my Xbox controller in. I just don't care for the keyboard mouse interface, personally. So you'll see a lot of those videos where they're pulling off insane stuff. It's because they're playing on a mouse and not with a controller. They're able to do some of that stuff. Now, there are some people who are just as good with the controller. I've seen some crazy stuff before, but you want to maintain your on target as much as possible, and even if that means if you're getting hit. And, you know, I'm playing hardcore, and I usually play hardcore, as you guys who follow my videos know. And it can be trying at times to keep on target when you're getting shot at, because you get hit once or twice in hardcore and you're done. I mean, that's the end of your day. But you'll see that, you know, if you do it, and you can win over time. And, you know, again, this takes practice. The only way you're gonna get better at this is by doing it, and doing it a lot and failing at it. And like this point here, I'm taking boats out. You know, I'm just peeking around a corner, taking boats out, and boats are just easy in this game to kill. I have so much fun sitting on hit like this on 137, or defending on Khao Sun Temple, and just wrecking boats all day long when they come around the corner. If you put your crosshairs right where the driver and the gunner are, and just shoot in front of them, pulsing the trigger, you will kill both of them with headshots, and it's easy points. I don't even get in boats, because I know there's people like me lurking out there. On this map, I like to defend in the back, kind of on the back left. You'll see when I go to spawn in, you'll see Lost Cause over there on the right. Half my team, when we play this, he likes the right, and I'm usually playing with Cause or Nathan or somebody in there who likes the right side. I don't like defending on the right side because I feel closed in. I like this open space over here. And you'll see that Cause is over there spamming grenades, and you know that's a legitimate tactic. I mean, he's throwing grenades down the hole that they're coming out of, and he's getting tons of kills. But in fact, in this game, he was really just forcing them towards me, and I was just handing it to him. They kind of got, by this point in time, they're already reduced to just hiding. But again, you know, a lot of this takes practice, and another major component of this, and it is true, is if you're not on a high definition television, you are at a serious disadvantage in any modern first person shooter. And you know what? I've seen some guys do some crazy stuff with CRTs before. I'm not one of them. I'm so used to my LCD that if I were to go try to play on a CRT, I'd just die constantly. It would be bad. So if you don't have an HD TV, save your lunch money, kids. You know, ask for one for Christmas, or you know, you guys that are being cheap, just spring and buy the HD TV, man. It's a world of difference when you switch over. I play on a 46-inch Sony LCD, which isn't that big, but it's nice size for me. It fits my room perfectly, and you know, it's great. I actually don't play in full HD mode. I play in 1080. I play in 720p because I'm recording on the Howpage PVR, and I just found that my recording is done best at 720. A lot of people argue and say that they can get the 1080i or whatever to work. I've never been able to get the 1080i to work, and it doesn't record in 1080p. I had considered moving over to Blackmagic Intensity, which has a nice recorder too, but you know, haven't made that move yet. So anyways, you know, I've been getting questions, people asking why I'm not doing the achievement guides anymore, and you know, I've been really frustrated with the way YouTube and it has been interfacing, or not really YouTube, but it's the developers are interfacing with the big YouTubers, and you know, people are getting the releases, and it's not just the big YouTube guys, it's the hackers too. The guys, not the hackers, but the guys that are getting with the modded consoles that are getting the games early. They're getting them early. There's people that are working at game stores that are getting them early, and there's these big YouTube guys who are getting them from the developers early. And so it puts me in a position where I can't really get them out on, you know, the day after launch day, because I'm you know, your everyday Joe. I go out and I buy these things on launch day, and I go and I play them for 12 hours straight just so I can get YouTube guides up, and you know, it sucks for people like me who do that and who don't participate in these other things. I mean, we can't get the hits, and it's just not worth the time. I know some of you guys will like it, but you know, putting an hour, 2 hours into a video that's going to get 250 hits is almost not worth my time. I know I do have some guides with the 100,000 plus views, and you know, those were ones that got out on launch day, and you know, I appreciate everybody who subscribed, and you know, it's great, but I'll probably be doing it again in the future. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.